Alright, so I'll go on and pause my docks to go on and let myself get some crystal back, because I need some crystal before I can build this. While we're doing that, let's go on and check on ESEC here. Alright, cool. We've got the command station. That is now dead. So now we can go on and start clearing off these command posts. We need to do that in order to, for one, make the planet entirely safe, and for two, in order to prevent the enemy from they're blocking the resources. If I want to get those resource points and use them, I need to get rid of the command posts that the enemy is built on top of them. Okay, here comes my colony ship. Once I have a colony ship over there, this planet will be mine. I can then knock off these command station or command posts, and then the resources will be mine. And this will be one more place I'll need to defend myself at, because there are, let's see how many wormholes are on this one. There are 3 wormholes on this one, 2 of which are hostile, because one of course leads back to Owali. So now I've got 2 hostile wormholes on ESEC and 3 hostile wormholes on Owali. Speaking of which, there's no longer any purpose to me guarding this ESEC wormhole here. So I'm going to go on and send some guys. I'll send these guys back over to Aunu. And I have a limited number of ships of each type I can build. That includes the turrets and the tractor beams. So I'm going to go and select all these turrets, and then I'm going to scrap them because I really don't need them here, and I would like to have the option of building them somewhere else later. Alright, so now ESEC's wormhole is not defended anymore, but we don't need to because we've got defenses on the other side. So we'll take our colony ship here, send that on through, and now we can build an orbital command station over here. I'll put it right next to these forces so that they can kind of defend it. Alright. There's an MLRS turret here, which is kind of hitting my guys from range, so make sure we go in and kill those. There's a command post here, which is sitting on top of a metal harvester gather point. One thing to note is that you do get resources off of just the command post itself, or the command station itself. So capturing a planet will give you 8 more metal and crystal per second just by having that, which is really nice, because even if the planet is otherwise kind of poor or not really giving you a whole lot, you can still, gain what you need in order to build more ships and, build space docks and all that sort of thing. Speaking of which, as soon as this orbital command station is done, then what we will do is build a space dock over there. Now, our science lab here is exhausted. That means that we've researched as much as we can research on this one planet, Owali, so we'll go on and send that over to ESEC. That's on its way. We're gathering a lot of resources that we're not using right now because we've got these space docks paused. I think I'll leave them paused for the moment. I don't think we are in dire need of more ships over there, and I plan on building a space dock over here to build some stuff. So, oh boy, we've got some electric shuttles again and parasites. Parasites are those ones that capture our ships and use them for the enemy. Which of course we can get parasites as well, but we don't have them at the moment. They're one of those 25 bonus ship types. As are electric shuttles, which are those giant bolts of lightning. Alright. There's another command post down. So if I look at this thing, they've got 9 Mark I ships and 1 other ship, which is probably a command post remaining. So, let's go take them out. Okay, now, the remaining command post is actually a Special Forces command post, which is what those little wandering guys they route between the Special Forces command posts. So if we kill this thing, then there's a possibility that fewer guys will be routing through this and adjacent planets, which could be nice. Okay, we've got electric shuttles coming to Owali in another 5 minutes, and we'll see what happens with that. I'm going to send these guys over to near the Special Forces Command Post, but not right up to it, because it's got a wicked attack, and we're going to want to take that out with our cruisers. In the meantime, our orbital command station is done, so that means that I can start building the metal harvesters out here, which of course they're rather poorly defended at the moment, but you know, we'll work on defenses as we go. Might lose a few. And okay, great. So now we're well underway for taking over this planet. I'm going to go on and build a space dock so I can have guys here. And I'm going to build an engineer, because it's probably a good idea to have engineers on at least one engineer, on most planets that you're producing ships on. You're also going to want to have space docks on most planets that you have ships on, that you control, and that is under contention, which all of our planets at the moment are. Because you know, you want to have your production facilities close to the action. Otherwise, it just takes too long to route ships between planets. That's part of good planning here, is deciding which planets to build what on, so that you're prepared when enemies come in. And there's definitely a lot of art to that, basically. So you just kind of get used to that as you go. Alright, that's it for this tutorial, but at this point what we've done is we've captured a planet. So as you can see, we've got 2 planets now. We've increased our resources, we've also increased our vulnerability, and we've upped the AI progress, unfortunately, so that they're a little bit stronger too, but they're not significantly stronger compared to what we've gained. So all in all, that's good. The next little while would be spent in fortifying ourselves a little bit, and then trying to find another planet and repeating. With the ultimate goal, of course, being to get over here to this P9 planet and get that advanced research station. In the meantime, of course, also we're going to be getting as much knowledge as we can at all of the various planets that we capture with our science labs, and therefore unlocking higher level technologies, Tech 2 stuff, Tech 3 stuff, etc. You upgrade unevenly in this game, so we might have Tech 2 bombers, but only Tech 1 everything else, or whatever. And so, you know, a large part of the strategy also becomes what do you upgrade and when? Maybe we have Tech 3 bombers before we have Tech 2 of most other stuff. It just depends on what's important to us based on what our goals are. Given that there's probably a fortress and so forth on Aome, we probably will go for Tech 2 bombers, if not Tech 3, fairly early on in, and we'll just see where things evolve based on what the AI does, what other planets we discover nearby. We'll need to start scouting again soon. There's lots to do, but hopefully this gives you a good idea of at least how to get started in the game and kind of what to focus on. That's all. Thank you.